Hi, my name is Ashley Carrington. I'm the newest, most fabulous host of Incite-tv. Anything going on in and around Greenville, I'll be there to take you where the action is. Tonight, we're at the Tipsy Teapot, where we had the distinct pleasure of speaking with and viewing performances by Gaye Adegbalola, a world-renowned human rights activist, musician, composer, and blues artist. Incite-tv has had the pleasure of having an amazing time with Gaye, and you don't want to miss this interview. Your Incite-tv starts right now. Hi, this is Ashley Carrington with Incite-tv here at the Tipsy Teapot in Greenville, North Carolina. We have the pleasure of speaking with Gaye Adegbalola, the world-renowned musician, composer, teacher, and blues artist. Gaye, thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
So you started your teaching career very early. How does that translate into your message of the things you portray in your music?
Well, first of all, I taught 8th grade science for 18 years. And I think the big difference is that I had a captive audience back then. They had to be there. So what I have learned from that teaching experience is that when you get a group of people who are paying money to come to see you, you better be good and you better be prepared. So what I've learned is that so much of a good performance is in the preparation.
Can you sing that with me right there? She just wants to dance. That sister wants to dance. Yeah, she wants to move her body. Just sing it one more time now. Yeah, 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 yeah. She's moving crazy. And it's so obvious to me. Well, you know that I ain't crazy. I'm as wild as I am free. Oh, I can feel it in my fingers. And then it moves right on down my spine. And then it fits my hips. I pop my lips. You know I'm doing fine. I ain't looking for no lover. I ain't looking for romance. She just wants to dance. Sing the song with me, people. I'm gonna rock, I'm gonna slide. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna slide, I'm gonna ride, I'm gonna roll it till I'm satisfied. She just wants to dance. Sing it with me, sing it with me one time. I'm gonna work my body. Blue lights in the basement is what I used to have. It felt so good, it felt so fine. I must move my mind. Yeah, I just want to dance. I don't need no man, I don't need no woman. I just gotta feel myself feel good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shake your booty. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shake your booty. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shake your booty. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So it's always been kind of in your blood for civil rights activism. Your mom was a civil rights organizer in Fredericksburg, Virginia. How has that also been reflected in your music, not only for civil, but GLBT rights?
Okay, I guess I faced a lot of oppression in my life. As a black growing up in the South, as a single parent, as a woman, as a poor person, as a lesbian. And when you get fighting in your blood, once I got involved with the civil rights movement, and you know that you're right and you know that you're doing your best, you get courage. And once you have enough courage to speak up for what you need and what you want, it's easier to transfer that feeling from one environment to the next environment. And so I've learned a lot being involved in the civil rights movement that indeed impacts the struggle for gay lesbian rights.
It's a song that is autobiographical, if you will. That means I wrote this for me. Yes. And the song is called Queer Blues. Stop, 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 stop. This is a New Orleans flavored blues. In case I don't have a house full of blues lovers, I do want to point these things out. When you hear it go, rumple, ever since the day I was born, I knew I was not the same as other little girls in the neighborhood who laughed and called me names. I didn't like dolls, I didn't like dresses, my shame turned into fear. But now times have changed and I know I love being queer. I say I'm here now, you better get over it. I say I'm here now and I'm queer now, you better get over it. Well, when I was a teen, I dated boy after boy to prove I was okay. I let them go to second base. I never let them go all the way. I didn't like their kisses, I didn't like their touch. My shame turned into fear. But now times have changed and I love being queer. I say I'm here now and I'm queer now. You better get over it. I say I'm here now and I'm queer now. You better get over it. I got married, I had a child, I did the housewife thing. I washed and ironed and I would cook and clean. I treated him like a king. But then I had headaches each and every night, and it became real clear. Yeah, times have changed and I love being queer. I say I'm here now and I'm queer now. You better get over it. I say I'm here now and I'm queer now. You better get over it. Play it right. He's showing off for y'all. Now I'm old with the family. Now I'm out in the open. No hide, no seek, no shame, no lies. No more life unspoken. I want your acceptance just as I am. There's really nothing to fear. Times have changed and I am okay. I'm okay being queer. I say I'm here now, you better get over it. I say I'm here now and I'm queer now. You better get over it.
with your music, you kind of tell stories, and you
with my music, yes.
consider that you are a modern day griot. Would you explain what that is?
Okay. Well, a griot is an African term, mainly West African. It's a person who keeps the history of a village or a tribe, a group of people alive. And a griot is a storyteller. So I like to think of myself as a modern day storyteller. I keep the history of my people alive by doing a lot of old blues music from the 20s and the 30s. The only recorded history of black working class women from the 20s and 30s is in the blues lyric. So as a griot, I keep that history alive, and I also tell stories about the current conditions that affect women, that affect blacks, that affect queer people. So yeah, I like to see myself as a contemporary griot. I think it's an important role, and I think as black people, we are from an oral tradition, and it's important that we keep this facet of our history alive. Yeah.
I had a most wonderful interview right before the show with Ashley in the back there somewhere. Ashley, you still here? Yeah, there you are. And anyway, she was talking about my African roots and how I saw myself as a contemporary griot. So I'm keeping the history of my people alive while I still do contemporary things. Now, what I want you to know is that this next song is by the mother of the blues, who is Ma Rainey. Now, this is from 1928, and she was singing about homosexuality. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So what I try to do is just keep the history from the 20s and 30s, especially the history of black women, alive. And this is what Ma Rainey said in 1928. In case y'all didn't know it, Roddy is gay too. I went out last night, had a great big fight. Everything seemed to go wrong. I looked up, to my surprise, the guy I was with was gone. Where she went, I don't know. I need to follow everywhere she goes. Folks say she took it. I don't know where she took it. I want the whole world to know. They say I do it. Ain't nobody caught me. You sure got to prove it on me. I went out last night with a crowd of my friends. All of them was women, 'cause I didn't want no men. I wear my collar and the tie. It makes the wind blow all the while. They say I do it. Ain't nobody caught me. You sure got to prove it on me. You sure got to prove it on me. Yeah, sure got to prove it on me.
Now, your last name has roots in Africa.
Yes.
What does Adegbalola mean?
Okay, well, first of all, Adegbalola is a name that was given to me by a Yoruba priest. Yoruba is a tribe and a religion in West Africa. Now, I don't know where I'm from. You don't know where you're from.
Right.
You have no idea. More than likely, we are from West Africa. So when I was given the name, it resonated with me. And the literal meaning of it is the king is coming into the honor of his crown. Ba is king or father. And idiomatically, it means that I am reclaiming my royalty. I am coming into the honor of my crown as I reclaim my African heritage. So it's what I call my righteous name. I've not had it legally changed. My slave name is Pitchford, and that's on the income tax statement, Pitchford, but it's also DBA, doing business as Adegbalola. That's my righteous name.
So in your music, do you have any of those African influences?
I like to think that all of blues is African influence, okay? So musically, I know that the blues scale, the blues feeling, I know that it's a direct descendant of African music. And you will find this in my music. I'm a blues musician. That's what I write. That's what I sing. That's what it is. Message-wise, I think you will find lots of things that relate to the human condition. Blues, if you will, is about getting the pain out here and now. Blues is not a sad music. It's a music of survival. It's a music of liberation. It's about getting the pain out right now so that we can go to work tomorrow. It's about salvation here and now, whereas gospel music is about salvation later on. In blues music, in gospel music you say, Lord, Lord. In blues music you say, baby, baby. And the other big difference is they say that there are two kinds of people in the world, religious people and spiritual people. Well, religious people are afraid of going to hell. Spiritual people have already been there. So blues is a very spiritual music, and this is the music from my heart, from my soul. This is what I do.
The empress of the blues was Bessie Smith. And this next song I actually learned from Nina Simone, if anybody loves Nina Simone. But Nina said, I want a little sugar in my bowl. Bessie said, I need some sugar in my bowl. There's a big difference between wanting and needing. So ladies and gentlemen, you know we're going to do Bessie's version, because I need some sugar in my bowl. Again from the 1920s. Tired of feeling lonely. I'm tired of feeling blue. How I wish I had somebody to tell my troubles to. Seems like the whole world's wrong since my baby's gone. I need a little sugar in my bowl. I need some jelly between my rolls. Oh baby, I could stand some loving. Oh, so bad. I'm feeling so funny. I'm feeling so sad. I need a little steamy tongue. Oh, we can fix things up. So there go, oh, what's the matter, baby? Come save your mama's soul. I need some sugar in my bowl. I ain't fooling now. I want some sugar in my bowl. I need a little sugar in my bowl. I need some jelly between my rolls. Oh, baby, you've been getting different. I've been told. Move your finger, drop it in my bowl. I need a little Stevie on my floor. Oh, maybe we can fix things. So they'll go, oh, what's the matter, baby? Come save your mama's soul. I need some sugar in my bowl. I ain't fooling. I want you to get down on your knees. I want you to see what you're driving at. I don't want one note. I don't want two notes. I don't want three notes. I need a 5-pound bag of sugar in my bowl.
Now, throughout history, African Americans have used music to kind of, as you said, express and get the pain out here and now. You know, they sang Negro spirituals during slavery, and as you said, blues is tied to African roots. How has that evolved that you've seen in the music that's being produced today?
Okay. I think that with a lot of black people, we tend to buy and sing whatever is presented, black and white people. I think that you won't find blues on TV, you won't find it on VH1, you won't find it on MTV, you won't find it on Letterman or Leno. Blues is something, when it hits you, it'll hit your heart, and you'll go that route or you won't go that route. And a lot of black people have already been that route, okay? So, I don't know, the blues found me, and this is my music, and this is what I do. Here today, a lot of blues is embraced by older white audiences who found the blues during the blues renaissance of the 60s. So I don't know, but I just keep doing what I do because this is what I love, and I trust that it keeps my history alive, a black history told by a black woman. And you know, this is what I do because this is what I love. And I think that all of us have to find our dharma, if you will, if you talk about Eastern philosophies, one's purpose in life. And my purpose in life is just this little segment of music, which is also a segment of liberation. It's also a segment of history, and it's very much a segment of empowerment. So this is what I do.
Now, if one is trying to get a small slice of this liberation and empowerment you provide with your music, how would they get in contact with you?
Oh, that's very simple. Thank you for asking that question. Yes. Okay. My website, www.adegbalola.com. And I trust that this will go across the screen. Yeah. If you really want to find me, if you put up Gaye, G-A-Y-E, spelled like Marvin Gaye, G-A-Y-E, and then A, you will find me. If you put up Gaye Blues Woman, you will find me. Yeah, I'm not hard to find.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, Gaye.
And thank you so much for inviting me to speak, and I'm very glad to be here. I've loved Greenville every time I've been here, and I wish you the best on your journey as you find your dharma. Okay?
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
This is Ashley Carrington signing out with Incite-tv.
So, you know, it's like you get to a point in your life. I was talking today about courage to be who you are, and courage to say what's on your mind, and courage enough to feel when something comes your way that you need to feel. And so part of the beauty of the blues is that you speak your mind, you talk about what you want, and you talk about what you don't want. Hey, baby, where you going? I'm teasing, it's okay. Okay, so this is about, again, this is autobiographical. And this is about what I want. And this is also about how I write. This song has basically 3 parts to it. It says that I'm a hungry woman. And at first it tells you how hungry I am. And the second part tells you what I want to eat. And the third part tells you how I want it prepared. So there. I need some water, somebody. Okay? Well, I'm a hungry woman, feeling like I want to be fed. Yeah, I'm a hungry woman, feeling like I want to be fed. Yeah, you can feed my body, but you really gotta feed my head. You know I'm hungry like a dog, like a New York City rat, a school of piranhas or a Venus flytrap. Takes a lot to satisfy me. I'll eat your whole menu, but don't you dare forget you gotta feed my head too. I'm a hungry woman, feeling like I want to be fed. Give it to me, baby, give it to me. I'm a hungry woman, feeling like I want to be fed. Yeah, you can feed my body, but you really gotta feed my head. Feed me chocolate buns, feed me gooseberry, feed me nuts and honey and your seafood buffet. Feed me hash ambrosia with a whipped cream spread. Make me snap my lips, but don't forget my head. I'm a hungry woman, feed me like I want to be fed. Yeah, I'm a hungry woman, feed me like I want to be fed. Yeah, you can feed my body, but you really gotta feed my head. I want some flavor in my food, not just flavor in my life. Your tears for my garlic, your sugar for my spice. Simmer, bake, and boil it. Feed me for my health. Don't